on Friday, right? I'm not happy to go to my house and everything. But then the fact that Saturday, Sunday is going to be a long day without talking to you guys is one end of the day I end up missing. I'm always like, God, when will I come back to this stuff? Well, we're back again. Today is Monday, and exciting news have happened all over the weekend. Sadly, we have some sad news, we have some mid news, and obviously, we have the happy news because Asake has made us proud again. Solicitor made the news today, and obviously, Wizkid at the same time also made the news. All of this, we'll talk about them in a bit. We'll begin today's news with Dave Asake, but then my name is Daki, and it's spelled Darki, you know it double E, and welcome to Gospel Life News, where I bring you updates concerning music and that's across the country. Asake, amazing guy, doing good for himself. Announced the old arena and obviously sold out the space in short period. Now, for a guy who just came to the scene, it was going to look like a difficult thing for him to do, right? But then he has proven all of us wrong that indeed I can make it possible since I believe in it and all of that. So it's just a way to wake up call for every artist out there. If you can believe it, you can do it. Moving on, we saw where he announced the O2 Arena and all of that, and it was scheduled to hold on the 20th day of August. And trust me, it came, and Ashake did what only him knows how to do best. Moving on, we saw where they announced that in case you couldn't make it, they made provision for that so that you can stream live on YouTube. Just in case you cannot make it, you couldn't make for the show, you're not in the country or you're not in UK at the time, for whatever space you are in the world, you can stream live. The only thing is that just subscribe to the channel and all of that. So it was a good one for him. At the same time, he wants subscribers to the channel, and obviously people got to see a feel of what he could do. Moving on, we saw a work of art surpassed 400 million from an audio mark, and that's a massive one to Ashake at the time. Moving on, we saw where they came out an important notice, and then they said, and just so you know, this is one of the most organized shows ever in the world. So organized, a bit of time lapses, but really, when it comes to organization, it was properly organized. They came out to say, important notice, and then he said, I thank God, beg everyone, please do not buy from the sellers. Ticketmasters and AXL QR code refreshed every 60 seconds. You cannot transfer a ticket. If you don't have a ticket, please watch on YouTube at home. Security is extremely tight. So it's a warning. So in case you think you got a ticket of somebody, it is not going to work because every 60 seconds, the codes are being refreshed. And if you got it from somebody else, you cannot enter because that person has to enter with his own personal ticket. So for those who got more than one ticket, sorry for your money. Moving on, we saw where he got himself a diamond piece, a ring, just to commemorate the show and all of that. Ashake really planned well for this show, and obviously you can tell in the results we saw yesterday. We saw where Malibu came through and then they designed it. No, it's amazing to see how our Nigerians are doing good for themselves. Now this is a show created with diamonds everywhere, and obviously presented to the one and only Ololademi Ashake at the time, and it was a very, very beautiful one to behold. Just seeing it. And moving on, we saw where, like I said, it was a very, very organized show, very organized venue, it was organized. So just by getting the app on your phone, you could know your entrance to the show. So no rousiness, nothing like stampede this time, just your app, your phone, and to direct you to where you should go and where you should sit down. I also where it was announced that please download the O2 Venue app and check your ticket for correct entrance. And door open by 6. Ashake will be performing on stage by 8:30. Like I said, the time lapses, it didn't come at exactly 8:30. And moving on, we saw where, and this is very popular where a lot of people come through, and after a big event, people come through and have after parties in the name of the artist. Ashake have come and said that's a scam because he is not going to be at Club 701 as acclaimed. He's not going to be there for after party, and that is a scam. Moving on with someone's YouTube page came and say, Ashake, safety is my top priority tonight. I appreciate your patience, and apologize for the inconvenience. I will be on soon. Thank you, everyone. So he's saying, reasons why I'm not up is because safety is my number one priority. I don't want last time to happen. No stampedness. You guys should just be careful and take good precaution because I want you guys to all be safe at the same time. Moving on, finally, Ashake came through. And this time it came with an elegant entry. Now, we've seen a lot of entrance here, a lot of entrance. We've seen people coming from the roof, we've seen people coming from underground, we've seen people coming from the crowd, we've seen people coming like in a jet flow thingy, people in the balloon, in the airspace. Like we've seen so many entrances, but Ashake made a discovery. coming in with an helicopter is one we've not seen before. And Asake only innovated this one. So where he came from an helicopter and where the chopper dropping in the stage, and boom, performance began right from there. I saw where he paid tribute to victims of his last concert in the UK, those that lost their life, and obviously that was tough of Asake to pay tribute to this one. So it just shows that Asake cares a lot about his fans. Moving on, we saw where he brought the likes of Friday and they came performing their 8 songs together. Amazing one. Asake brought, and then for this performance here, Asake did a thing, trust me, because for other performances, when you are brought out, you perform the song you have together and then you perform your own song as it were. But then Asake just brought you out, performed you guys song together, and then you went back. So it was more like there was no space for you to do, no space for shenanigans. Perform your song and please go backstage. Friday was on stage, you saw where he came to Fireboy, but at the same time, Fireboy performed his own song actually. I kind of think Fireboy was really good and performed his own song. But yes, he performed his own song and their bandana together. Olamide came through, and obviously this was the look of legendary. Olamide was he felt so accomplished, looking like his boys doing what he could not do at the time. And he doesn't look bothered, he just had this look like, I'm happy, I'm a successful man, and really my boys are making me proud. They performed their song of Okwe and our piano together, and it was a beautiful thing to behold, seeing these two legends on stage. Moving on, we saw where the Queen of Afrobeat also came on stage talking about T1 Savage, obviously came through with the song Loaded. Asake also enjoyed every beat of that performance with T1 Savage, and trust me, the whole roof was brought down when she came on. And just like I said, after the performance, she went backstage. We saw where Rachel came through, and that the sister of the lady that lost her life at the last concert. She came through and said, "What a sorry excuse of a tribute from Asake. My sister lost her life at your show, and you haven't spoken to a single member of the family since. But you can hold another concert in London less than 9 months later and play our videos as tributes. R.I.P. Rebecca Ikumelo." So she's saying, she's dragging Asake saying, you didn't reach out to the family, and then you're playing a video and you're doing a show less than 9 months. Though Asake fans came through and asking her what she wanted, but basically we all feel that pain and understand what it is, and obviously we pray that God grant the family fortitude to bear that great loss. Moving on, we have Davido, who also was doing great things in Kigali and also at the Afro Nation. So we can understand why he was not at the performance, because obviously with Asake performing their song together, no competition, and a lot of person thought that if he was around, he would have made it to the performance. But regardless, he was also doing his own bidding at the Afro Nation. Moving on, we saw where this player Tromani was seen playing Davido's feel on his IG story and all of that. It just shows a fast player doing good for himself, playing one of the biggest clubs in the world, vibing to Davido's feel. It just shows that Davido at the moment Davido's song at the moment are actually global song, because everybody is vibing to the song as we speak. Moving on, so Davido unavailable Musaki's chart at 63 on this week. Switzerland hit parade singles chart, and the song has now spent 9 weeks on the charts. That's about 2 months and 1 week, and that's a massive one to Davido on that one. Moving on, so the Afro Nation, where Davido was set to perform on Friday, on 20th of August, and on Sunday rather, and he was alongside, he headlined it for the Reality Square, Naramali, Bianca, Stoneboy, TC, Masego, also on stage. But then Davido headlined this one. Previously on the 19th, BURNA Boy also headlined the 19th, and they brought the roof down with their performances on the day. I saw Davido performing the unavailable song with Lato, and that's like the latest remix. And as a matter of fact, this is Davido's first remix ever in his career, and then we saw him and Lato doing the song together at the Afro Nation, amazingly together. This is an amazing one, seeing Davido doing. For some persons here who love Davido, it's privileged to see him back again, because we know what he has been through, and I see Davido happy and being on stage. There's no better joy than that, and all his fans are so happy he's back on stage and is doing what he loves to do best at the time. From Kigali, he went straight to the Afro Nation. It just shows that he has been so busy on the road. Moving on, we saw, just like I said, at Kigali, about 10,000 capacity. Davido was there to chill all the fans to his new songs, and obviously some tips of his old songs. We saw what the venue looked like. 10,000 fully packed capacity everybody was there to see greatness from Davido at the Giant of Africa Festival. David has been on festival runs, from festival to Afro Nation to tours. He has been on the road, and obviously, you can tell that the song is going to do mad numbers after all of this charade. Moving on, we saw where he performed, and the point he got so tired, he had to pour water on his face. That only can be done by no other person than Davido. Moving on, we saw where Davido Unavailable remains at number 60 on this week UK official singles chart, and then it has spent 17 weeks on the chart. At the same time, we saw for the playlist of Everywhere Unavailable remix with Lato made it to number 2 on Everywhere playlist of Spotify, and that's a massive one to Davido on that one. Moving on, we saw Lato also coming through on like Instagram Live to Instagram story rather to dance to our part on Davido's Unavailable. And this time, a lot of people would not have known Lato use at the time, but then she coming through at this time, people are now getting to know her, and obviously her numbers are increasing at the same time. She was seen dancing heavily and twerking to our line of the song on the Unavailable remix, which is a rap song, but then she did amazingly well on the song. Moving on, we saw Davido Unavailable reaches the new peak of number 35 on the US urban radio media base building chart, up to 9.9%, massive one. For the US charts and numbers here, I cannot say that Davido is winning massively than any other artist, because his numbers are increasing on Shazam to iTunes to Apple Music. He has been doing good numbers even in the US, and that's a massive one to Davido. This is a space where Afrobeat really don't really thrive in, but Davido is going there and is having mad numbers in the space. Moving on, we saw Phil surpassing 23 million on Spotify, and at the same time, Kante have just surpassed 18 million on Spotify, while Unavailable have surpassed 67 million on Spotify. And then the big one on YouTube, Davido just surpassed 49 million views on YouTube. And obviously, like we all know, in 50 million, Davido has promised that the push for Phil will begin. So in a couple of hours of this, we are sure that we're going to surpass 50 million views for Unavailable on YouTube. Moving on, we saw Unavailable re-enters the top 200 of the Shazam top 200 song in the US, and that's a massive one to Davido on that one. Moving on, we have Wizkid Ayo Balogun as the next guy on the news. Sadly, Friday we heard the report of the news of the past of his mom, and that's someone we all know Wizkid loves so much and so dearly. And on Friday, she went to be with the Lord, and obviously, it was a very sad day for entertainers all over the world, because people came through and paid their tribute to no other person than Wizkid. Davido came out saying, "Praying for you, my brother," at Wizkid. "Sadness flies away on the wings of time." That's the way he wants to pay his own tribute to Wizkid mom. Recall that the point we saw Davido linking up with Wizkid mom at the airport, and so it shows that for Davido, family comes first than any other thing. BURNA Boy also paid tributes at the Afro Nation, where he said, "I can't imagine how it would be to lose my own mom." And then he said tributes to Wizkid, his brother, who lost his mom. At the same time, everyone all over the world from all walks of life came through to pour tributes to Wizkid. Someone, Top Boy Peter is saying, "God is your strength, big Wiz, stay strong, lion, may God be with you and your family." Peter Obi came through and said, "On behalf of the Obedient family, I sincerely commiserate with Mr. Yodeji Ibrahim Balogun Wizkid, who reportedly lost his beloved mom. The death of a loved one is a very painful experience, more so a beloved mother." TJ Mori came through and said, "My deepest condolence, biggest bread. MI, heartfelt condolence, my bro. My thoughts and prayer with your family." His labs, Zaza, came through and said, "Praying for my brother, Wizkid, the Lord is your strength." Asake also came through and said, "Prayer also for bro." Davido also came through, prayers for Wizkid. Fino also came through, where he said, "My sincere condolence, bro," at Wizkid. And then from Boso TV Africa will say, "Wizkid, our condolence, and we pray that God grants you fortitude to bear that great loss." Moving on to the last one, and this on a very sad note. Reports having over the street of Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook states that once upon a time, one of the biggest stars we had in the country at the time, called Solicitor, has been seen on the streets of Nigeria walking aimlessly and looking like a mental ill person. And it has been said that he has been depressed and he has been going into deep drugs. And obviously, people have been saying they've been seeing him on the streets roaming around and talking to himself. And the reports are not nice. And obviously, it could be a reason or two. People have their thoughts about it. But then our prayers are with him also, and then we pray that God intervene and make him get back to recovery as soon as possible. Anyways, guys, we've come to the end of this one, and trust me, we'll catch you guys in the very next one. We have a lot for you guys today. You don't want to miss it.